From one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as dependable in the box as the man leading the line here.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
As prolific as they come, Peter, another Dutch predator who has such a desire to be on the end of anything that comes into the box.
Oh, that's fabulous. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Mateus, and here's Haaland. Vieira. It's a chance for Spain to break. Lovely pass, but can he... Chance for a shot! And they've caught Reed. Can he get on the end of this? Bellingham plays it in. Thuram with the clearance. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Bellingham running with the... Bellingham! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Haaland. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Schneider. Turns back here, probably the best option. Seedorf carries the ball down the right. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's being urged to shoot. Now it's Darwin. And he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Spain still without a single shot on target. Threads one in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Vieira. Oh, that's well spotted. Morocco are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Silvestre is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Darwin, and he's being shifted off it. Darwin, Schneider, and it's Vieira. Mateus. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Nistelrooy is herring after that one. Schneider. And here's Nunez. And it's Seedorf. Lobbed in behind. Now Darwin. Can he finish? Goal! Spain! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Spain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Bellingham. Rodri. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He is through here. And the shot! And that's a sharp finish. They are purring, truly purring. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look.
Spain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Fernandes. And he's picked it up out wide. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Silvestre. Fernandes. And it's Bellingham. Spain have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Takes a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now the delivery. Shoots! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mateus.
That's the end of the first 45. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Spain firmly in control at the break, 2-0 the scoreline. So off we go again.
Zanetti
Can see things others simply cannot.
Nesta.
Here's Vieira. That's going wide left.
Zanetti. Nesta.
And it's Nedved. Bellingham. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
It's Schneider. Oh, easy pickings there. Fernandes. Schneider. Tries to pass it through. And he's managed to get free. Nedved crosses. And he's there to get it away. Spain with the corner, they're first. No, he's managed to misplace that. Well, he has managed to get that all wrong. Oh no, what has happened here? Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That's been cut out, well played. Not the most accurate pass. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. This looks promising.
Vieira. Seedorf.
Now it's Darwin. Nicely spread. Now they can break here. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Albert Ferrer gets into a good position. And that's a throw-in. And it's Albert Ferrer. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Albert Ferrer picks it up out wide. Rodri. Owned beyond the defence. And Van Nistelrooy! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution in progress.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, great leap! Has another go! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. And that's not going to trouble anybody. Spain still have the cards to affect this game. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Yamal, very much a man of this moment. Rodri. Looking to play him in. He won't be happy with that one. Mateus. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Spread it left. Crosses it in.
Substitutions taking place.
Spain making further changes here and in quick succession. Spain will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Mateus. Oh, well played. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Gerrard, played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. And the shot! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
After 84 minutes is...
A case now of complete control. Rodri. Oh, perfectly measured that. Donatoni. And it's Gerrard. Now it's Hullet. Over to the right flank. And that was asking for too much. Donatoni. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Nesta. That has been slung wide.
Zanetti.
A man never lacking in drive or determination.
Vieira.
And he skips past his man. Can he get it through? Shot could be... Gerrard! And yes, it's there! They are playing them off the park.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasised...
And that's that. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
Volunteers
voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Spain definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling. He's found the way. Terrific effort! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Number 15, Kylian Mbappe.
Morocco finding themselves unexpectedly behind. De Ketelaere. Rijkaard. And Sylvestre. Donadoni. And it's Kimmich. De Ketelaere. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
De Ketelaere unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Thuram receives it in a good position here. And out it comes again. Played back into the centre. Seedorf is onto this. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was...
It's Nedved! Yamal has the space to scheme. Khan deals with that nice and simple.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Lamine Yamal clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Oh no, this does not look good. Schneider can see things, others simply cannot. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. There could be trouble here. And he's straight offside. And reclaimed it in a trice. He's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Albert Ferrer. Good purposeful running this. He's a sharp little ball here. Good ball, good take. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Now it's Donadoni. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a pretty loose pass. Tries to pass it through. Yamal picks it up out wide. Mateus. Šeško. And Mateus. Albert Ferrer. And De Ketelaere. And it's Kimmich. And that's been intercepted. Seedorf. Rijkaard cuts it out. Donadoni. Kimmich knocks it into space. Knocks it out wide. Morocco have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Spain can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
There's the shot! No, just over.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Nedved. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, important interception. Tries to play it through. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Morocco have their second corner now. Kobel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Spain are looking to go forward now. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Can he get it through? Another corner. Any better luck this time round? So, third corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Good challenge, excellent challenge.
Oh, that's excellent, such a clean tackle.
Seedorf. Oh, there's a probing ball. Nedved. Yamal. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
And an exciting one too.
Spain are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
If you have a ticket. Substitution for Morocco. Sheshko. Coming on to replace him is number 20, Van Nistelrooy. Substitutions taking place.
And we get things going again.
Spain definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Yamal! It's hit the upright. Nedved! He's got a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Nedved at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Spain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Oh, good effort! And now they can clear their lines. Kimmich. Seedorf producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Into the channel. He's in plenty of space here. Good and the shot! Yes! It's all becoming so easy. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Number 13, Yamal.
Spain find a position of real strength now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Oh, he's having a go! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Aimed at the far side, towering header! And that is well cleared. This game already looks like a fait accompli. Seedorf. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And it's Schneider. Net yet? Now then, the ball's come loose. And that is out of play. Zanetti made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! And he hits the net. Just cruising! They are cruising! And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Spain do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Showing great feet there. Mateus wants to run onto this. And he gets rid in a hurry.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Kimmich. Now, can they get him? Shapes to shoot! Mateus is flagged offside.
Substitution for Morocco. Number 8.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 17, De Ketelaere. Coming on the field, number 16.
Looking to play him in.
Rodri.
Real chance! And that's a sharp finish. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Spain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Looking for options for movement. Ball's gone out of play. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Mateus. Albert Ferrer. Mateus.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Spain do have a chance to counter here. And across it goes. Griezmann. It's out for a goal kick. Aimed beyond the defence. Olise. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That has been slung wide. Mateus.
4 added minutes has been
Here's
indicated.
Rodri. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Rodri. Played down the flank. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And we're done. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
Please be reminded that
Ibrahimovic
drinking is
taking in the
only allowed in
accolades,
areas
having been
shown
named
on this
man of the
map. Thank
match,
you very much for your
and
cooperation.
deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Morocco.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're very much on the way now. He's had a shot! In he goes again! Mateus is flagged offside.
Morocco definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble. For me, Peter, Albert Ferrer was one of the very best defenders of the 1990s.
And of course he played in that most famous of all Catalan dream teams.
Yeah, not one of its most glamorous members maybe, but definitely one of the most important.
Schneider. Now that looks a decent ball. Bellingham. Rodri. Tries to pass it through. Delivers the ball.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Schneider is in a really good position out wide. Haaland. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the...
Van Nistelrooy! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, a few ironic cheers tell the story. It's not an especially good pass, that. Vieira. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Spain are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Mateus. That's tidy. Nice interception, well timed. And he can clear it away. Haaland powering forward, shot at goal! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now, can they get him away? Saliba deals with that comfortably. Rodri. That's good running with the ball.
Such good technique.
Couldn't squeeze it through. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And it's Seedorf. Albert Ferrer. Bellingham. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Bonatoni. Haaland. And Mateus. Seedorf is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Some good work on the right flank here, and that is expertly dealt with.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Schneider really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mateus thinks about the shot. Oh, he's been caught on it. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Morocco! And we have liftoff. Van Nistelrooy duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Morocco have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Albert Ferrer. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Great vision. Oh, he's seen that early. Used shapes to shoot! And a neat finish! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, terrible pass. Chance! Oh, he's hit the bar! Now, how often do you see that?
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And that interception was most necessary. And for the first half, that is that. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How would you review the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
And a quick reminder today,
well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incidents and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Substitution.
Spain get the second half going. Spain do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
No way through. Albert Ferrer. Mateus. Oh, that's delightful. Schneider, spread out to the left. Bellingham. And Mateus. Howson is always scanning the pitch for... and it's been given away. Rodri. Silvestre. And it's Bellingham.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. He's having a shot! This is their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mateus. Howson. And that was nowhere near his best. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Searching pass he's played there. Morocco are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when...
Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Seedorf. Distributed tidily. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Spain still have the cards to affect this game. Howson. It's Albert Ferrer. Bellingham. And Mateus. Donald. Oh, shooting chance! Schneider is there, and he can get that clear. That has not gone well. Schneider producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Seedorf. Pressing high and with purpose. Schneider is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Donatoni. Mateus. And it's Nedved. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And here's Yamal. Schneider. They're urging him to shoot. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Mateus. Out towards the flank. Albert Ferrer. It's going across. Oh, great leap! Goal! Morocco! And again they hit the front. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Number 18, Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland. Substitution for Morocco, number 15.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 16.
Morocco leading now.
Well,
Number
it's better late than
19,
never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Number 7.
Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Number 13,
Albert Ferrer, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nedved, he's found a way through. And it's header! That's another chance. It's a goal. And right near the end, we have parity. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. And that will be the final act. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides and outsmart each other, but it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Pullet taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Is now in operation for your safety.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation.
Oh, good effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Bellingham. Nicely spread. Looking for the run. Played in by Albert Ferrer. And the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Mateus. And this is Van Nistelrooy. He's got away. Gerrard clears without hesitation.
Bellingham.
Thuram. That pass isn't the best. Haaland. He's played it back. Played out wide. It's Albert Ferrer.
Bellingham.
Spain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's picked his way through. He steps in, and that's the end of that. He's had it taken off him.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
It's a good ball out wide. Donadoni making good progress. Now that's well seen too. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. He's found a way through. Great vision. Oh, such a clever touch. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Morocco are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that...
Great chance! It's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Lamine Yamal demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Spain restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He's shifting, chance for a shot!
Goal, Spain! And the comeback is complete.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Number 11,
Spain with the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, that's fabulous. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Spain have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Thuram is there to clear. Knocks it into space. And he's found a way past. Oh, a gilt edge shot at goal! Well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
But just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Spain now in a position far more desirable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And it's Bellingham.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he is going into that little black book.
And Hullet! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Spain with the corner, they're first.
They've played it short. Quality ball.
And now they can spring out of defence. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Yamal, and it's made its way to him. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Oh, it's Seedorf, and he is dashing away. Mateus, and it's Van Nistelrooy.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Ambitious ball here. Donadoni in acres of space out wide. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Desai can clear it away. That's a little off target. Now it's Haaland. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And they've been given a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. He leaps for it. Zanetti is there, and he can get... And the shot! And again! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Spain claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Well, that has not gone well.
That'll be a throw.
He is through here. Delivers with whip. Cleared without hesitation. Mateus. Now it's Hullet. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, easy pickings there. Couldn't squeeze it through. Albert Ferrer. Donadoni. Decent chance! And that's a sharp finish. Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Morocco cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Vieira cuts it out. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Van Nistelrooy going after that. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And there's green grass ahead of him. And claimed it back swiftly. Takes a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
That has ended up in no man's land. Albert Ferrer. Donatoni knocks it out wide. Rodri. Silvestre has it out wide and in space.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, it's terribly wayward.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And he's managed... It's rising! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Nedved receives it in a wide position. Nedved! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Bellingham. And it's Rijkaard. Here's Rodri. Half an hour gone in the second half. Mateus. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. That is lovely. And it's Rodri. Can he get it through? Chance, surely! It's a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Donatoni aimed beyond the defence, and it's played in. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
Morocco really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Brilliantly cut out.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Substitution for Morocco. Number 16, Rodri. Number 7,
Elise.
Bellingham.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now.
Erling Haaland.
Saliba.
Number 3,
Now Albert
Alsen.
Ferrer.
Coming on the
Driven
field.
in.
Number 8.
Gets it away.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
15. Williams Saliba. Substitution.
Shapes to shoot! And another try! Oh, wow! That's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it?
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Taken quickly here.
Towering header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
And that is as far as it goes. Spain can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off.
Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest